And look, I know today is Tuesday, but we have to come together. We are at war. These racist companies, these racist Caucasian people are attacking our people from all angles, especially through music, especially through reality TV shows, especially through social media. So what Kendrick did to Drake in that battle, I'm glad he won that battle. He had to win that battle and save hip hop. But it's bigger than that. You still got hospitals. When you still have hospitals unaliving black women when they go into labor, when you still got these cops, these police officers still unaliving black men and getting away with it, we don't need any more goofy entertainment. If it's not helping our people, if it's not benefiting our people in a positive way, we don't need it. And before we get to Kendrick, remember we had shows like Martin, Sister Sister, In the Heat of the Night, Living Single, A Different World, The Wayne Brothers, My Wife and Kids, and Sanford and Sons. And I can go on and on. All these shows were black, and not just black. They all taught you life lessons. Yeah, it was a lot of entertainment, but they all taught you life lessons. And in my generation, I remember when all that changed. When Flavor of Love came out, all that changed. Even though at the time when we was younger, it was cool, it was funny, it changed everything. Then you had a show called College Hill. I still loved College Hill, because I was young and it was just the first time seeing that type of show. But after those shows came out, everything changed. So now you got shows like Baddies. I just saw it on my timeline through social media. And it's all fighting, all arguing, just all ghetto stuff. And they do this stuff on purpose. And you have social media accounts like the Shade Room. That's not for our people. It keeps us divided on purpose. The CIA runs all of that. And they do it on purpose so we can never come together. So we can always be fighting amongst each other. So we can always be gossiping. The same CIA that got exposed for this. Check this out. Gary Webb's Dark Alliance series alleged that the CIA may have been involved in the crack cocaine trade in Los Angeles. The series also claimed that the Contras, an anti-communist Nicaraguan group, were involved in the trade. So basically, Gary Webb exposed the CIA for putting crack cocaine in the hoods in Los Angeles, in New York, all across the country, Louisiana, all across the country, in major cities. He exposed that. And right after he exposed that, he was unalive. But they said that he did it to himself. How you gonna do it to yourself 2 times? How you gonna bow yourself 2 times? And in my opinion, I think they did the same thing with music and movies, because they didn't destroy us completely with the crack cocaine era. So they had to get into our music. They had to get into our movies because they know we love movies. They know we love music. And if you think I'm lying, it was a movie called Animal Farm in 1954. The CIA funded that movie. I want y'all, after this video, to go do your research on what that movie was about. And look, before the BS started, you had artists like Lauryn Hill. You had this album. Anytime you feel depressed, put that album on. Put it on. I just started listening to that kind of music. I'm like, wait, I've been missing out on this my whole life? You have people like Michael Jackson. His music, it helped heal people. He started telling the truth in his music. And guess what they did to him? They unalived him. Whitney Houston, her voice alone can heal you. And tell me I'm lying. If you think I'm lying, tell me that in my comment section. Whitney Houston's voice alone can heal you. And guess what they did? They ruined her life. And they unalived her at an award show, and they still kept going. The award show never stopped. Tupac, he was too powerful. They had to unalive him. That's why his death is a mystery. And Prince, we all got that one uncle who's just obsessed with Prince. All his music, we all got that one uncle that put us on to Prince. And they unalived him and said he had no will. How a smart man like that had no will? No. They took everything from him and they unalived him because he was too powerful. His music had a message in it. And let's fast forward to Drake. See, when we was younger, was going out having fun, wasn't thinking about life. That was cool. But as you get older and the world gets crazier and crazier and you start seeing everything for what it really is, we don't need goofy entertainment. We don't need music that's going to keep us in the circus. We don't need music that's going to have us escaping. Especially during these times, I made countless videos of women going to hospitals. Then hours later, they going straight to a casket. They going straight to the morgue. Always mentioning hospitals like Woodhull Hospital. 3 women of color have died during childbirth at Woodhull Hospital in Brooklyn, New York in the last 4 years, including at least 1 black woman. And the truth is, all of them was black. And all the doctors got away with it. No one got arrested. 3 black women unalived by doctors in 4 years, and no one got arrested. So you think we need goofy entertainment? You think we need music that don't make us think? You think we need music that don't cause us to fight back against what's going on? We don't need that goofy shit. And I just did a video about an NFL player yesterday being unalived by police in jail in 2021, and nothing happened. The world just moved on. Those cops just moved on, went home to their families every day like nothing happened, like they didn't unalive a black man. And you want us to sit back and listen to some Drake sing about nothing? And look, it's not just about Drake. We don't have time in the next 10 years. We don't have time for any goofy rappers. And that Super Bowl performance, it showed me that hip hop is back. Real hip hop is back. Not that microwave stuff. Music with a story. Music that can start a revolution. Because we have to stop feeding into the CIA and the government projects. Because that's the only way they keep going if we feed into it. Kendrick Lamar is now the first rapper and one of just 9 artists ever to hit 100 million monthly Spotify listeners. And see, I keep telling y'all, when it comes to the FBA, when it comes to foundational Black Americans, once we put our mind to something, once we start creating, no one can copy that. Like Kendrick said, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. Lamar is the first living male artist to have at least 3 albums concurrently in the top 10 since Herb Alpert on the December 24th, 1966 dated chart, when he, leading the Tijuana Bass, had 3 titles in the top 10. Lamar's G and X returns to number 1, rising 4-1 for his second week on top. And like I told y'all, that's why they really mad. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see a black hip hop rapper on top of the game. They don't want that. They want hip hop to be ghetto, violence. That's what they want, because that's what it's been for the last, 20 years. They want that. They feed off that. They love when we harming each other. They love when we create music that harms us. So shout out to Kendrick for that protest at the Super Bowl and for saving hip hop, because we almost lost it. We almost had Drake thinking that he was the greatest rapper alive. Think about that. A dude that's 38 still rapping about going to the club, getting girls. Bro, I'm 34. I don't even talk about that crap. Who even thinks about that? In your 30s, you ain't even trying to go to no club. You trying to avoid the club. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. We need more black content creators that's for the people. We need more musicians that's for the people. We need more writers that's for the people. We need more journalists that's for the people. We need more photographers that's for the people. Doctors, lawyers, and teachers that's for the people. And like I always say, we as a people are far from perfect, but I'm starting to see a change. I'm starting to see people waking up, and not just for one day, not just for 2 days, like constantly. I'm starting to see that, and I love that shit. I'm out.